Today I'm going to be showing you a Raspberry Pi touchscreen monitor from Andy Cine. This is a 7-inch screen that is compatible with Raspberry Pi 2, 3 and 4. It's a 1024 by 505 point touchscreen display, and the Raspberry Pi can be mounted straight onto the back of the device, just here. I do say this is for a Raspberry Pi, but looking at this monitor, it has a full-size HDMI port on the side, so it can pretty much be plugged into anything from a Raspberry Pi or even an Xbox if you wanted. You won't get the best resolution out of it because it is very small, but what do you expect for a small little touchscreen monitor? This unit gets powered directly from a Raspberry Pi, or if you plug in a micro USB straight into the monitor itself, it will power on. There are also speakers that are built into it that sit on the back, so you can also hear if you want to do so. What we're going to do today is have a look at this and get a Raspberry Pi 3B set up and see how it works. But just before we do, you know what you need to do. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and the links to this product is in the description below. And if you want to support this channel in other ways, that's in the description too. Let's get to it. I've already gone ahead and opened the box, and it's pretty much this that came in here minus the Raspberry Pi. So if we quickly run through what we have a quick user manual which shows you how to get it set up in a few different languages, a thank you card from Andy Cine, and a little bit about the monitor itself on here, and there's a support email address if you have any questions. Inside here you have full-size HDMI, and you have micro USB to USB. And then you have your connections for the 3B and the 4B, depending on which one you're going to be using. These are your speakers. So inside here you can plug these into the back of the screen, and we'll have a look at that shortly. And we have some screws. So we have a couple of standoffs and some screws to put the Raspberry Pi in itself. And we have a cloth to wipe down the monitor too, with a nice little branded logo on there as well. So let's take a look at the screen itself. We've already gone ahead and plugged in the stands, which are just here, which is a bit loose, but I went ahead and screwed that in already. And it comes with its own screwdriver as well, so you can go ahead and use this if you want, that's no problem. If I bring this a little bit closer, you can actually see on here that it's all labeled. So you've got the touchscreen control, you've got power, there's another touchscreen depending obviously if you have the Raspberry Pi plugged in, so obviously you can use this in multiple scenarios. You have a full-size HDMI here, you have a full-size HDMI here, and you have some toggle buttons here for the backlight and volume. You also have some earphones or headphones, probably a better word to put there, and then you have your screws to get your Raspberry Pi screwed in. So let's go ahead and get this plugged in then. So we want to go ahead and mount the Raspberry Pi just here, but just to show you, if I bring this a little bit closer for you to look at, you can see that if I pop this on here, the HDMI is getting just a little bit in the way. So what we'll have to do is install the standoffs that are on here. So we just need to install these, and then we should be good to mount this. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, that's the Raspberry Pi installed, and obviously this is where these additional extras come in. So we have two little clips in here. We have a HDMI to HDMI. You can see that just there, and you have a USB to micro USB. So just need to pop that one down here. So there we go. That's the HDMI put in, and that's the USB put in on the side. So there's only one little bit left, which is the power just here. Let's go ahead and get this powered up then. Let me just get some plugs to put this in, and a USB connection, and we can get this powered up. So we would power the Raspberry Pi just here, like so. And then we just need to go ahead and plug in the Raspberry Pi screen. I don't know if this will feed this enough power to see it turn on, but let's give it a minute and let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. So I'll show you that just on here. So you can see that's powered up. Well, it was. You can see the screen is now powered up. You're probably wondering why I have a big HDMI cable coming out of it. So this was actually causing the screen to flicker for some reason. Not quite sure why. Not ideal, but yeah, just check that one out when you buy this product. The screen was flickering, but different HDMI cable, and it seems to be working perfectly fine, as you can see on the screen. So let me know your thoughts on this product. I know I'll be using this as it will be useful for me in my studio, especially if I want to link my cameras in front or above me to it. Again, the links to the products are in the description below. This is Inside Wire, and I'll see you in the next one.